Jay Worth, it's crunch time in the women's division. It's been decided that in the month of December, we are going to crown our first ever women's champion. Could it be this young woman?
As a person who has followed her career for a couple of years, easily it could be her. Worldwide talent at this point. Well-traveled. At the top of her game right now.
I can't argue with any of that. And I will say myself and the rest of our management team have been in several closed-door meetings recently attempting to rank the women's athletes in Premier history based on win-loss record, based on amount of matches, based on level of competition, based on technical skill. And all that together is going to determine two finalists that will compete for the championship in December. And you know what? Your latter-day matches are going to be fresh in our minds, so you got to compete to impress, and certainly she will as well. She is West African royalty, Queen Aminata. Speaks 4 different languages. She's very worldly. She's very well traveled. She's starting to travel in her wrestling career as well. Queen Aminata took issue when Ray Lynn and Katie Arquette were in an argument over who the true queen of Premier is. Well, there's only one who can actually claim a royal background. That's Queen Aminata. And I think she's come to defend her crown here this evening against Ray Lynn.
Well, it's a brave decision to do so. Normally the royalty doesn't send themselves to fight their own battles. So I will give Queen Aminata a level of respect and credit to that she is defending her own crown.
Queen has to if she wants to be in that women's title contention.
No, you can send an army.
Well, I don't think a West African army is going to become the first Premier Women's Champion.
No, Queen Aminata will, just with the help of that West African army.
Let's see. Let's hear from Ray Lynn.
I don't know if you've heard, but I am an international television superstar. So really, I'm the queen, and you need to bow down right now. Because I'm going to be the first women's champion here for Premier Wrestling.
No shortage of confidence from Ray Lynn.
Has there ever been?
Nope. Claiming victory, claiming queendom, claiming the first women's championship. That covers all the bases. Queen Aminata, I think, a bit amused by the brazen nature of Ray Lynn. Always had quite a large mouth on her, has Ray Lynn. Always loved to talk. But more often than not, Premier, she's backed it up.
I was going to say, if you can walk the walk, then what harm is it?
And she's not. I don't think she's going to get the queen to bow down.
I'm
not going to do that.
Hello.
This is what a queen looks like. Come on.
Aminata's saying that's what a queen looks like.
This is what a queen looks like!
No.
Hold on.
This is what a
I thought you could dribble a basketball.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I've never heard two queens have an argument quite like this.
Oh, you did?
There are children here! I'm a
Ray Lynn is personally offended that Aminata defended her own glutes.
See? That's why you have a West African army. To defend your glutes.
I knew there was a good reason. Thank you for clearing that up.
Do what I can.
Well, Ray Lynn was correct in what she said before the matchup. She is an internationally traveled television star, known as Chantilly on the WOW program, Women of Wrestling, on Access Television. Also recently toured Japan for 3 or 4 months earlier on in the year. So Ray Lynn is, at the top of her game, without a doubt. I don't think we've seen a more polished Ray Lynn than we're seeing now.
Well, very true. I will say, though, Ray Lynn, for all the experience right now in the ring, Queen Aminata, taller, and I think a longer reach, both with arm and leg.
Okay, she's strong.
I'd say that's a very accurate statement that Ray Lynn's finding out the hard way.
It's tougher to battle when they have you beat in the reach department.
Ray Lynn is scrappy. She's a spitfire, and there you see she counters. But Aminata's been somebody who's been waiting patiently for opportunity for quite some time.
Nice snap there. Oh,
And the glute warfare continues, but Aminata the roll. I never knew they chose royalty based on what their butts look.
I mean, how else would you?
And there's a close line.
I'm sorry. Can we get that on replay? Do we have replay?
I think you're going to have the MP4 at ProWrestlingLibrary.com and the DVD at joe-dabrowski.com. And
What just happened there?
well,
She's bitter on the bottom.
there you go. That's not very Queen-like. Queen Elizabeth never bit someone on the ass.
No. Ray Lynn bit Queen Aminata.
Yeah, and Ray Lynn says she's the real queen.
Okay. I was distracted by the glitz.
I can't imagine why.
I did it all for the glitz.
Please don't do any more. I think we've had our fill. Ray Lynn thought she was out of harm's way. Oh, I want to trip up Aminata, who landed face first on a ring frame.
And there we go, from talking to the crowd to immediately catching the kick, pulling her down onto the apron, and then just attacking. That's Ray Lynn in a nutshell. Just a ball of fire ready to erupt.
Really is Ray Lynn in a nutshell. I couldn't put it any better. And Ray Lynn's still claiming that she's the queen. And Ray Lynn is somebody who you may underestimate her if you just judge her on face value, especially against somebody who's a much taller adversary. But Ray Lynn, we've seen her in the ring with the best of the best here in Premier, from Hal Dead to Katie Arquette and a number of others.
Right now, a good chin lock as Aminata fights her way back up to her feet.
Ray Lynn, the drop kick, nicely done. Into the cover, 2 count only.
Not quite, not yet. Although a good drop kick, I want to say it hit right at the top of the solar plexus. That makes it a lot harder for someone to breathe.
A number of other Premier women's athletes you got to think are looking on. Katie Arquette, about the feral female honey badger. We've seen Zoe Sky here in recent months. Miss Hana. Charlie Cruel made her debut a couple of months ago. Oh, into the buckle arm.
And I'm sure all of them are in discussion.
Oh, without question. You have the whole database dating back to day one, and knee strike by Ray Lynn. And notice Aminata drops down to a knee to prevent being picked up for the suplex.
Smart. Know your center of gravity, know your weight.
Hard shot that time. Round kicks, Ami able to catch the leg. Huge clothesline. Jeez, that was impactful. Love the physicality. Aminata showing flatliner nicely done.
A smart move on that because it looked like she was going to slam her back, and I think Ray Lynn attempted to fight it, which just propels her forward when she hits the flatline.
Now in with the hip attack, the glute attack. We're going full circle here, and then the face wash by the Queen. And in case there was any doubt, Aminata fighting for that crowd. Here's the cover for 2.
Nope.
Aminata could be looking for a major win here in Premier. Could be a heartbeat away. Raylin counters. Ray Crayo!
Count to 100.
Ray Crayo, hook in the leg, and no!
We have watched countless opponents fall to the Ray Crayo.
And you could tell Raylin expected that to be it. Her facial expression told the story.
Now, wrist control. Oh!
Rip Corbin a counter. Aminata. The fisherman neck breaker. Aminata on top.
What?
Queen Aminata just upset Raylin.
A real high hook on that. Got her the 3 count.
And if this was a matchup that determined who the true queen was, here at Premier, I'll tell you what, I think we got our answer. And Queen Aminata, she hasn't been quite as successful in Premier in the past as Raylin. I don't know if this will catapult her to the top of our rankings, but she certainly played spoiler to Raylin, who took a big loss in the home stretch.
I was going to say, it may not take her to the top, but it definitely gets her noticed.
How will this affect Raylin's championship aspirations? How will this affect Queen Aminata's place in the contenders rankings? We're 2 months away from a Premier Women's Champion.
All hail the Queen.